Olya. Hey everyone. Привет. Welcome back to Привет, Rusский, episode 4. It's March 24th, 2026, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. I'm Olya, your friendly guide on this Russian language adventure. Whether you're a curious kid, a brave adult beginner, or someone who has a Russian family, you're in exactly the right place. Today we have a super fun theme that everyone loves. Animals. In Russian we call them животные. Поехали. Let's go. Olya, before we learn any specific animals, let's start with the general word. The Russian word for animal is животное. Животное. That means animal. It sounds a little like zoo plus vote. So imagine you're at the zoo and you get to vote for your favorite animal. That's my memory hook for животное. Repeat after me. Slowly, животное. Now at normal speed. Животное. Excellent. You just learned your very first animal word today. Give yourself a big high five. Olya. Now let's meet some specific animals. The first one is probably the most popular pet in the world. In Russian we say собака. Собака. That means dog. It sounds like собака because dogs love to bark. Woof, woof. That's my silly memory hook for you. Repeat after me. Собака. Again, собака. Wonderful. Now you can talk about dogs in Russian. Olya. Next comes the animal that many families have as a soft, purring friend. The word is koshka. Koshka. That means cat. It sounds like cushion, because cats are famous for curling up and sleeping on cushions and pillows. So cozy. Repeat after me. Koshka. Once more, koshka. Great job. Now you know both dog and cat. Olya, let's move to a much bigger and stronger animal. This one is very important in Russian culture. The word is medved. Medved. That means bear. Here's a beautiful memory hook. It comes from two old Russian parts. Med, which means honey, and ved, which means nose, or one who knows. So medved literally means the one who knows where the honey is. Isn't that clever? Repeat after me. Medved. Again, medved. Perfect. You're getting so good at this. Olya, now let's fly into the sky with our next word. In Russian, a bird is called ptitsa. Ptitsa. That means bird. It sounds like tweet-sa, because birds tweet and sing beautiful songs. Tweet, tweet, repeat after me. Ptitsa. Once more, ptitsa. You're doing amazing. Feel how your mouth is getting used to these new sounds? Olya. The last animal for today is one that Russians have loved for centuries, the horse. We say loshad. Loshad, that means horse. My memory hook is that it sounds like lot of shade. Horses love to stand under trees in the shade on hot summer days. So peaceful. Repeat after me. Loshad. Again, loshad. Fantastic. Now you know 6 important animal words. Olya, we also need 2 very useful describing words so we can talk about animals properly. First, bolshoi means big. Bolshoi. And the opposite is malenki, which means small. Malenki. Repeat after me. Bolshoi. Malenki. Now together, bolshoi and malenki. Olya. With these words, you can already make simple descriptions. For example, you can say bolshoi medved, a big bear, or malenki kotyonok, a small kitten. Let me show you how the endings change a little bit. In Russian, describing words, we call them adjectives, are like chameleons. They gently change their ending to match the animal they're describing. It's not as scary as it sounds. We say bolshoi medved because medved is masculine, but we say bolshaya koshka because koshka is feminine. And for the general word, we say bolshoye животное because that's neuter. In English, big never changes, but in Russian, it politely agrees with the noun. Once you see the pattern, it starts to feel natural, like a friendly rule instead of a difficult one. Olya. Now let's talk a little about Russian culture. The bear, medved, is very, very special in Russia. It has been the symbol of the country for hundreds of years. Russians see the bear as strong and powerful, but also a bit clumsy and very protective of its family. In old Russian fairy tales, the bear is almost always called by a friendly name, Mikhail Potapich, which is like calling him Michael the Bear. It makes him feel like a big, lovable uncle rather than a scary wild animal. Russian children grow up surrounded by teddy bears, bear cartoons, and hundreds of bear stories. Even today, many Russian kids sleep with a plush medved in their arms. Olya, let's do a little practice together. I'll ask, and you answer out loud. Do you remember what sobaka means? Yes, it means dog. What about medved? That's right, it means bear. Now try to say a whole sentence with me. Ready? Я люблю животных. That means I love animals. Say it with me again. Я люблю животных. Beautiful. If you understood that sentence, you're already making real Russian sentences. Olya, here's a fun activity for our younger listeners and for families. Take a piece of paper and draw your favorite animal. Then write the Russian name under it. You can write «Это большая кошка», which means this is a big cat, or «Это милый медведь». This is a cute bear. When you finish your drawing, show it to your family or even to your mirror and say the sentence out loud. Every time you do this, your brain is making stronger connections with Russian. Olya. Now I want to tell you something really cool, a secret about the word medved. That makes it so much easier to remember forever. Want to hear the secret? Long, long ago, people in the forest were afraid to say the real ancient name of the bear. They believed that if you spoke its true name, the big bear might hear you and come to your house. So instead of saying the dangerous word, they created a polite nickname. The one who knows honey, or honey eater. That's exactly where medved comes from. Med, honey, plus ved, nose. It's a beautiful example of how Russian language reflects culture and old beliefs. English kept a different ancient root for bear, but the honey connection is still in our minds when we think of bears eating honey. Next time you see honey or taste med, that's the Russian word for honey, remember it is cousins with the Russian bear. That sweet golden connection is your secret shortcut to remembering medved forever. Olya, wow, we learned so many words today. You should be really proud of yourself. Molodets. That means well done or good job. Remember, every single person who speaks Russian fluently started exactly where you are right now, as a beginner. The most important thing is to practice saying the words out loud, even just once a day. Your mouth and your brain will thank you. Thank you for learning with me today. I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Poka. That's Russian for bye. See you soon, friends. Do svidanya. This podcast is curated by Patrick, but generated using AI voice synthesis of my voice using ElevenLabs. The primary reason to do this is I unfortunately don't have the time to be consistent with generating all the content and wanted to focus on creating consistent and regular episodes for all the themes that I enjoy, and I hope others do as well.